Greetings, fellow advertisers, Mike, George, and Professor. I am currently, unfortunately I couldn't come to class today because I got some great news. I am on my way to a meeting right now pertaining to Mach 1. But I told the boys that I would do this before, I didn't want them to think that I wasn't going to not try to be there, but, when business calls, we must go, right? So, as you can see, I'm probably driving right now, and I'm not necessarily looking directly at you guys, but I did want to touch on a few things before the guys get, into detail with our status report. One thing that I wanted to, touch base on is that we have about 6 tactics that we plan to do with our media plan. We have our broadcast and cable networking. With those, of course, that's going to hit television. Television is pretty much the worldwide thing that everyone uses, a universal thing. And generally, that's what most people look at, whether you're at work, you're at home, whether you're in the car. Sometimes television can be a relaxing thing, or it can be a stressful thing, depending on what you want it to be. But what we're aiming to do with our television, or with our plan, is to put it on the broadcast networks and put it on the cable networks. The reason for that is because people who don't want to spend subscribing money to cable networks to check those websites or check that ad out or whatever, they can check it on the broadcast networking. The people that do subscribe to broadcast networking, to cable networking, they can also see it too. They have an advantage as a cable networking person. With that, you have your radio ads. Your radio ads are quite cool, as well as your print ads. Your print ads are kind of the same as your radio ads. It's unintentional. Sometimes it can be intentional. Usually when you're looking through your magazines, you're not necessarily looking for an ad unless you're an advertiser. But to get your product across and to get people to check your product out, you are going to think what magazines would be the best for that brand. You also have newspapers. Newspapers are kind of always going to be sticking around no matter what. Newspapers are always going to be either on your porch or on the internet. And so that way, and we also have the internet. And with that being said, with the internet is used every day. Every minute, every second, it's always been used. It's always going to be used. So for us to have like ads or some sort on the side of the screens, or at the top of the screen, at the bottom of the screen, where people are looking at the news or online, you have it accessible to you, and that's what we want to do with Mach 1. Is make sure that it's accessible to the consumer and to the viewers to view what Mach 1 is about. And that's what we push for when we're doing Mach 1. So, with that being said, I wanted to I hope you guys wish me luck on this. With that being said, I will hand it over to Mike, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Ciao.